Everyone, welcome in my YouTube channel Learning Literature with Sudakshana Pathak. So friends, in my today's video we are going to discuss John Milton's sonnet number 8 on his having arrived at the age of 23. This is a very significant sonnet of John Milton. It was actually written in 9 December 1631, although it is commonly believed that the sonnet was written in 1632, which was the 23rd year of the life of Milton. All the same, the year 1632 was very significant in the life of poet. It was during this year that he graduated from the University of Cambridge. It was also the time when Milton was face to face with a serious problems of his life. He suffered from acute intellectual and spiritual dilemmas. He was sent to the university so that he could qualify himself for some professions. First, the church was thought as the possible professions, but Milton found that his own intellectual capacities were incompatible with those of the church. Then he refused to take the law degree either. Hence, he returned home without qualifying for any profession. The only other things he possessed was a sense of purpose, a sense of duty towards the Lord. Now, after reaching the age of 23, he found himself on the threshold of maturity, with a mind made and set wholly on the accomplishment of great things. Because of these various reasons, the sonnet remains a landmark in the personal history of Milton. So let's start our video. At first he says, "How soon hath time, the subtle thief of youth, stolen on his wing my 23 year. My hasting days fly on with full career, but my late spring no bud or blossom sheweth." The poet has completed 23 years of life without having been able to achieve anything outstanding, just as a thief steals away something without ever being aware of the loss till long after. Time has stolen away his 23 years of his life without his having able to notice the passage of so much time. His physical and mental development have been late in coming, and so he says that the spring of his life was very late. What is more unsatisfactory, his mental development is far behind his physical development. After that he says, "Perhaps my semblance might deceive the truth, that I to manhood am arrived so near, and inward ripeness doth much less appear, that some more timely happy spirits endeth. To people he appears to be fully grown up, but his looks are deceptive. He has not attained that amount of maturity that is expected of a young man of his age. His mental development is in fact far behind his physical development. He is sorry to release that he has not been as fortunate as others who have been able to show proper mental progress in proportion to their age." Then he says, "At be it less or more, so or soon or slow, it shall be still in strictest measure even to that same lot, however mean or high, toward which time leads me and the will of heaven." Then in this the poet believes that God has decided in advance his place and duty on earth, and that God will see to it that sooner or later, at the time fixed by him, he will attain the degree of development that is necessary for him to perform the duties allotted to him. He has complete faith in the fact that the powers that will be granted to him in due course by God will be in strict proportion to the work expected of him, and that these powers will be given to him by natural development by the time he is required to perform the duty God accepts of him. After that he says, "All is if I have grace to use it so, as ever in my great task master's eye." Here the poet believes that everything must have already been provided by God for the purpose which God expects him to serve. It not depends on what use the poet makes of the power or ability that God has granted or will grant him. What he should be careful and sincere about is the way in which he makes use of what God grants or has granted him. He hopes to fulfill his purpose if he works sincerely, always with the belief that God, the great taskmaster, is always watching and observing every one of our thoughts and actions at all times. He hopes that by the grace of God, he will be able to do his duty satisfactorily. Now I will explain the short summary of this sonnet. Milton wonders how the time passes so quickly. He is now 23 and has attained manhood. However, the poet laments that his intellectual and spiritual powers have not fully matured. He has not achieved anything remarkable, although his appearance might believe others. Yet, he says, whether his powers be great or small, late or early in maturing, these would be a strict proportions to the duty which is laid upon him by God's will. Towards this duty, time leads him on. He believes that he will have the ability to do this duty and satisfy God. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching my video.